Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just making sure there's no lipstick on my teeth because usually there is. For this week's video, I asked my followers on Instagram a couple of weeks ago to choose between two palettes that I hate. I mean, hate is a strong word, but I do really strongly dislike them and kind of regret buying them a little bit. And I asked them which one they wanted to see me use for a look. The two palettes were the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette and the Anastasia Norvina palette. And as you can tell from the title of the video, that was the palette that won today. So I'm going to take you through this cut crease look that I created with it today and kind of explain why I didn't like it. What I think I might actually end up doing is finally writing a review on my blog for this palette, which I've been meaning to do ever since I purchased it. It probably won't be up by the time this video goes up, so if it is, I will put the link down there, but if not, do make sure that you just go over to my blog, Auroreblogs.com, hit the follow button, and then that way you can be notified when the post comes out. And if you want to get involved in choosing what I do for some of my future videos, do go and follow me on that Instagram, that is also Auroreblogs. As always guys, before we get into the video, then do please give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of it, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on the next video. So if you'd like to see how I got this look and my thoughts on the Norvina palette, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so as always, my eyes are primed with the PLouise Base. I've got it in the shade 0.5 and I've carved out my brow, and I'm going to jump into the Norvina palette, and the first shade I'm going to use is the shade Passion, and I'm just going to take it on this crease brush from Iconic London, and I'm going to start building that up into my crease. And then I'm going to do a full cut crease, so when I get to my outer corner, I'm just going to bring it upwards slightly. God, it is even harder to stay in frame when the frame is this small. Then for my next shade, I'm going to take Love on another crease brush and blend out Passion. So with this palette, the mattes are really gorgeous, as is always the case with Anastasia Beverly Hills' shadows. But unlike some of her other palettes, only half of the shades are matte, which means that the other half are shimmers, and her shimmers are just incredibly inconsistent. So we'll get onto that more in a moment. So as you can see, the matte shades have blended out really well together here. So I've got no complaints, although it looked like Passion was maybe going a bit patchy at times, but they're super pigmented and they've blended out really, really well together. And then I'm just going to finish blending that edge out using the shade Base. Next I'm going to come in with my Revolution Cut Crease Canvas in the shade Halo White, and I'm going to use my Blank Canvas Cosmetics F17 brush to cut my crease. For the first shimmer shade, I'm going to go into Summer and take that on the inner corner, and I'm going to leave a bit of a gap just under the top of the cut crease. So this is where my problems start with this palette. The shimmers look absolutely stunning in the pans, but Anastasia's shimmers are always so inconsistent. And obviously in this palette, 7 of the shades are shimmers. So if they're not all the same consistency and they're not all good, then half of your palette is a little bit rubbish. Some of them, like this one, take a bit of building up. Some of them, like Celestial, don't perform at all. And I mean, even the ones that do perform, they have no staying power. So whenever I've used this to go out, within a few hours, all the shimmer is gone. And that's no matter what base I use. Next, I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to go into Rose Gold, and that's going to be for the middle of the lid. So for example, this shade Rose Gold is super buttery and creamy when you press your brush into it. So then the last shade I'm going to use is the shade Drama on my outer corner and in the wing. And in comparison, this shade is just so dry. It just literally doesn't even have the same consistency as the others, and it's just so dark. It's very charcoaly. It's like it's put down this black base and then not all of it has shimmer. It's quite a difficult shade to work with, to be honest. It does just almost feel like I'm using two different brands of eyeshadow. That's how different these are. When you've paid £43 for an eyeshadow palette, I kind of expect more. Okay, so next I'm going to take this glitter by Makeup or Breakup. I don't have the name on me right now, but it will be listed down below. It's just a stark white glitter, and I'm also going to be using my NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm just going to line the cut crease. Not quite as glittery as I wanted it to be, but I think it will do. I'm now just going to go in with my Inglot AMC gel liner to add a wing to complete the top lid. Here's the eye look right now. I'm just going to go and clean it all up, do the skin, and I'll be right back for the bottom lid. Okay, so it looks like I've accidentally managed to end up with a really strong brow. That wasn't my goal. But we're now going to move on to the lower lash line, and the first shade that I'm going to use is the shade Love. Then with a smaller brush, I'm just going to come and add Rose Gold into the lash line. Then I'm just going to finish off my inner corner and highlight my brow bone with Dreamer. I'm just going to quickly add some mascara, and then for my lashes, I'm going to be using the Arbor Lashes by Pinky Goat Lashes. Alright guys, so I've done the rest of my face except for my highlighter and my lips. So when I was chatting to one of my followers on Instagram the other day, they said that the shade Dreamer makes a really nice highlighter. So let's try it out. It is very powdery. I'm just going to take it on my Morphe M558. That's showing, ooh. I mean, it is probably the best shimmer shadow out of the palette. For my lips, I'm going to go in with the LA Splash Wickedly Divine lipstick, and the shade is Evil Darling. And then over the top of that, I'm just going to go in with Revolution's Lip Topper in the shade Exquisite. Okay guys, that is it for the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. To be fair, I do feel like I quite like this look. It is quite pretty. However, when I look at it closely, I just feel like the shimmers are already feeling a bit faded. They don't quite have the pigmentation that I would expect them to when a palette costs this much money. So I am really intrigued by Anastasia's new palette, the Riviera one. It's got some amazing shades, but I'm just always a bit concerned about those shimmers considering how expensive the palette palettes are, unfortunately. So guys, as always, if you enjoyed the video, then do let me know what you thought of in the comments, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next video. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!